Well, I feel like we've accomplished a lot today. I'm going to be replacing the bushings on the spindles for the kingpins. I don't have a press in my garage, so what I found is the easiest way to remove these bushings is to take a small hacksaw, cut a parting line down the bushing, and then take a socket and just punch it out with a hammer. It's kind of hard to tell, but you don't want to cut the bushing completely through. That way you are less likely to damage the spindle. Just enough to weaken the bushing itself so it's easier to remove. To make it easier to install the bushings, I would recommend putting them in the freezer. That way they shrink a little bit, it makes it easier to install. The thing you have to worry about is lining up those grease holes when installing the bushings. On older vehicles, the bushings aren't always machined to fit. So after installing the bushings, you have to ream them out with a tool to make them fit the kingpin perfectly. Install the kingpin. First you use the cup washer, then the felt gasket, line up your spindle, and take any shims in the bearings. I'm going to be installing these spindles dry just because it's all from mock-up and it's going to be coming apart again. During final assembly I'll grease the bearings, but for now you install the bearing adapter. bearing, hub, front bearing, washer, the nut. Suspension's all mounted up, wheels are slapped on and looking good. 15x4s with 165/80/15 tires.
So what's up, builders? I'm Bobby, I'm Chris's brother. Today we're going to be going through the processes of us mounting this engine. Big block, having some fun.
So this is a 289 casting block, which is my understanding supposed to be like one of the top 2 factory blocks that I work off of. These ones you can usually go up to 100 over on the bore as long as it's checked and it's good to go. But this was originally out of a 454, so it has a 4¼ inch bore with a 4-inch stroke. We're actually going to be running a basically a 427 crank, which is the 3.766 stroke, but we're probably only going to go 30 over since this is an unmolested block. That way down the line we can rebuild it if we ever blow shit up. Yeah. So, but I think today we already got the front plate on. We'll do the mid plate. We'll drop it on the frame, and then we'll make some templates for the actual motor mounts. So I'll hold these plates in place and then we'll cut it out.
Sounds good. Let's get to work. 4 1/8 under half, so.
Same here. Sweet. I think this is it. Yep. We're centered.
Cool.
Now, let's see if this
Looks
is level though.
Does not look level at all.
No. So we're gonna have to come up quite a bit. But we could do that with the mounts. I kind of wanted it though to
be that. Yeah.
Have the frame be the level point.
Yeah, we could just.
I think we will have to trim this back mid plate to drop the.
I think that would be
the rear down because I want it to sit on the frame.
Yeah, I think that would be the best.
All right.
Take it back out.
Well, maybe, or we could mark the trim locations, then we'll take it out.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So we'll just from this line, we'll mark it inch up, and then just cut off this material.
Sounds good.
We should be good to go.
As you can see here, we have the correct equipment and tools.
Check the level. I think we're good.
Yeah, with the mount, we can just add a little bit, right?
Set aside. We're looking good.
Hell yeah.
So what we're going to do is do a cardboard template for the motor mount. So this portion will actually be welded onto the frame, which will be bolted to the aluminum plates. This will be, we could do some kind of design here, but this is will be where the bolts will be. So this will sit on top of the frame. And then for here, give it some support. You do something along.
Round it out.
Round it out. I mean, that's just a rough shape, but we'll have, like I said, this portion will be cut out. This will be tapered up. And once we get on the frame, we can fine tune it from there. So here's a rough shape. Might not be too bad. Could probably add maybe a little bit more material here. But that's the overall look that we're going for. But this will actually be on the back side of the plate. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks good.
You take this design, put it in CAD, and then we'll cut it out on the CNC plasma. Well, I feel like we've accomplished a lot today.
Yeah. Got a bit done.
Got the engine mounts tacked in place, just in case we need to make any adjustments later on. Got that sweet ass intake manifold mounted up, just to get a idea of what we're working with. Really happy with the way it turned out. Future plans: mount the transmission, make some new cross members. We have to finish the drive line before we start working on the back half. We're gonna be end up 4-linking the rear end. What do you think?
I think we got a lot of work ahead of us, but I think it's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah. Well, I think I'll wrap up this video. What do you think?
I think so. Call it a day's work.